Hi guys, I'm going to do a video showcasing how I like to do my sketches and give almost a play-by-play of how I do my sketches and when I'm designing and creating for someone. But first, if I'm just being creative, I normally just go from the top of my head, off the top of my head, I'm sorry, and I design whatever I'm feeling. So if I want to make a strapless dress, I try to imagine a different kind of strapless dress that I haven't seen, or a play on something that I've seen, I've been inspired, just something that I've been inspired by. And so in this video, I want to show you guys how I go about doing sketches. So as you can see, I've already done a little bit. It's not a lot. It's only a bodysuit. I was actually designing a swimsuit for one of my customers, and I got inspired to sketch a dress. Sometimes that happens and I just have to get the idea out of my head. But I'll just do a quick sketch of just showing how to sketch something. Maybe let's do a strapless dress that has let's just say some fluff at the bottom. I do a lot of those gowns or those dresses, so let's just do a strapless dress that has some volume at the bottom, and then let's just see where the ideas start to flow, where they go, maybe a different inspiration to come. So I'll erase some of these lines I've already made. And what I like to do is sometimes I do my own, or a lot of times I do my own fashion croquis. But if you don't do fashion illustration, or if you don't really feel like doing the entire sketch, you can actually just print out a template and take that template and stick it under your paper, and more than copying, just outline the actual figure. So just choose a pose that you like and stick it under your paper. Well, print it out first, of course, and stick it under your paper and use that as an outline. I like to try different poses, but I actually like this one specifically because it looks like the person is walking down a runway. I'll actually show what I'm using after I'm done sketching because I have it in a good place. So I like to start off, you can actually sketch or trace the head from the your template that you printed out, and so from there I'll actually do the neck, draw the neck, and being that I'm making a strapless gown, I keep that in mind that shoulders will show, of course. So I'll do the shoulders as well, not all the way down to the arms, not yet. We'll see where this design takes us. So what we want to do is kind of play around with some play around with the idea of a strapless gown. And I actually like the volume of a strapless gown, or a strapless gown having volume at the top. So I'll take that idea and try to translate it is the best way that I can. And normally I'm not a fashion illustrator, so I do it based off of memory and things that I've either been taught in school or just the way I want it to look. So if I want a strapless top portion of the dress, what I'll do is try to emulate the volume first to see what it looks like, and just draw confident lines. And see, I like how that is actually turning out. And what I'll do is try to make it look like a ruffle, I guess. Let's do a ruffle. And so I'll just do another confident line. How do I want it to, how far down would I like my strapless but sleeve ruffle thing to go? And what I'll do is I'll do waves, because I like how waves look when I'm giving volume, and just connect it at the end. And so far we have the top portion of a gown. And so we already drew the shoulders, right? Want to make sure that this looks like it's still on a human. And so going from here, this is actually going to be strapless. So what we want to do is take it from around the shoulder as if it was actually on a person, and we want to follow all the way through with these same lines. Let's do, you see how that curved? I'm kind of into it, so let's just do a dip and bring it back up and connect it to the other end. And there you have it. That looks pretty cool. And I'm kind of intrigued. So let's do this as if we were making, let's make this part sheer. So if the top part is sheer, we wanted to show arms, the actual arms. And so what we'll do is we could actually sketch or draw in the arms. Let's just take it down, but make it light for now. And let's just see where it takes us. And do the other arm as well, of course. And make sure you go in between the fabric that we just drew at the top. So now it looks like it's sheer so far, because you can see straight through it. Now, I don't really like drawing fingers, so what I'll do is just make it look like a hand. And now we have the sheer look, but we're not done with this part. What we want to do is add some drama. Let's just say drama, because that's what it is. It's drama. You want to make it look like it's a ruffle and it's sheer. So the way we will draw the sheer fabric is to, well, it doesn't have to be full lines because it is sheer fabric, but we want it to look like sheer fabric. So what you'll do is choose where you want the lines to go. And these lines are basically shadows. So we'll make those lines a little darker because they're going to be in the background. And let's just see how it looks from there. And again, like I said, I like to play around with the silhouettes and just see. We could always erase if it doesn't look nice, but hey, we're just trying stuff out right now. Now, so we're doing our sheer, and what we'll do is like a light, we'll start with a light line, and let's just do like a wiggle. That's probably not the right term, but we're just gonna say wiggle. Let's do a swiggle line, but do it light for now. Swiggle line. And let's just do them where the in between ruffles. We don't want too many. Not yet. We'll see where it takes us again. And then let's do one coming from this way instead of coming from up. Let's see how that'll take. How's that? And then let's do another one going upward. And there it is. And so what we'll do is, they actually pretty, I mean, they look cool. So let's just darken the lines that we just made. Darken them. And darken this one as well. And that one, right? And we still have our swiggles. And our ruffles. Now what we want to do is make this inside of the dress, let's make that a little darker because it is in the shadow. Actually, I'm sorry, we're going to erase this one because it shouldn't be that dark, because we still have to, we actually should make this lighter. I'm sorry about that. Listen, that's why our pencils were made with erasers. We'll actually make this one light and make this one light, because we're gonna do, like I said, it's gonna be inside, and it looks kind of like it's sheer. So we want it to look sheer. So what we'll do is darken the inside of the gown, which is this silhouette would be the breast line here and here, and take it down to the waist. And from here, let's see, how do we want the bottom portion of the dress to look? Do we want it to be let's do a fitted gown. Let's do a fitted gown, and then let's just have maybe like a cape. I mean, not a cape, I'm sorry, a overskirt. I like doing overskirts. They're pretty cool. So let's see what we'll do with the fitted skirt. We'll take the silhouette all the way down, and let's just make the silhouette length, let's make it ankle length, you know. And of course, here's the feet. Don't forget to draw on your feet. I don't draw feet very well. Even if I'm tracing this silhouette, it's still difficult for me to draw feet, so don't judge me, okay? Okay? And let's just do it this way. I'm gonna erase that. Make my feet look a little better. Okay. Now we want to do an overskirt. Actually, it's already starting to look pretty cool. Let's draw in this hand as well. Okay, so this part sheer, we can make this solid. And let's just see where the overskirt takes us. So we're gonna do an overskirt, a full overskirt, but let's make it open. So let's start here, and we'll do the same thing as we did with this here. We'll bring it out, bring this side out as well, and kind of decide how, you know, do we want it to be extremely fluffy, and just do some waves, do more waves again. And we're gonna make it wavy because we want it to give almost like the wind is blowing, being that she is moving, I guess, but the wind is blowing. So we want the overskirt to look like it's flowing as well. And so being that it's open, it'll probably, let's just imagine it's on the person. And of course it'll be open here in the middle. And we'll bring this down like it's open. And let's just flow, let it flow. Wave down. Do waves, and so now we have an open overskirt. An open overskirt here, right? And there we go. What we want to do is maybe darken our lines a little here, make them a little thicker, and maybe have even more flow, of course, because we're bringing it down. So do some waves, more waves all the way down. And again, we can always erase the other one if we don't like it, and do waves until we reach the end of that side. And clean up your lines here. Not that that matters much, but because we'll color all this in. Or we don't, actually, you know, we don't have to color it in. We're just doing a simple sketch. And then don't trip, you could just draw this back in. All right, so here are our lines, confident lines. And don't worry, we always can erase anything we don't like. And let's erase this straight line. We don't want it straight, we want it dramatic a little. So let's do more wavy lines here. So we'll take this and let's just wave the lines and make it go down. We haven't connected this yet, but we won't have to connect it till the end. And then that's there, and then wave. Cool. Now, this is your skirt, the overskirt, of course, and it has to look like it's wrapping around the waist. So we'll bring that line up as well. Okay. Now, what we want to do here is check it out. Do we actually like it? We do. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's cool. Now we have to figure out how do we make this skirt look a little more flowy like we did here. So let's bring more of those lines up from the waves. So let's do a wavy line here. Let's do another wavy line here. Let's do a wavy line here, up, and then let's just stop that one there. Okay, that's done. And let's do almost like, make this look like, let's do lines, short lines here. Light, diagonal lines. Let's just play around with that idea, or that, see how that looks. Okay, so we want to darken the inner lines once again of the skirt. Darken that, take that around, darken this end as well. Oops, sorry. Darken it. And now, the next thing we want to do is check out our, just take a look back, take a step back once again. Okay, so we have our skirt, our overskirt. Of course, we need to maybe put a little strap on it or something to make it look like it's being connected, at least connected somehow, some way. We'll just put it like this for now. We'll do it like, we'll fix that later. You could always change that, but because we're playing around, let's see. You want to darken the outlines, of course, as well. Do another wave sometimes. You could change that. And let's see, darken these lines here. And here, and then let's darken these lines as well. Let's just see how that looks. Okay, darken them. Those lines are dark, darken it just a little. And the outer lines, of course, again. All right, now let's see, do we need anything else? I guess we could draw a little bit of, let's do some hair. I like ponytails because I think they're pretty cute. So let's just do like almost an afro pony. I'm a real afro ponytail girl. I'm an afro girl. So let's just do that there. And then we'll do almost like a hair tie here to make it look like it's coming out of a ponytail, and then draw lines. Okay, now what you want to do is grab, it's a smudger, and this actually, it makes it look a little more interesting after, you know, you've made your sketch and you decided on your designs, and it kind of brings everything together to me. And you just kind of take some of the pencil lead, and then you just go with the flow of whatever you're feeling. Like if you want it to look realistic or more realistic, you kind of, I mean, that's really up to you. However much you want to smudge it, go for it. But I will give you a warning, after so much smudging it can start to look messy, so just be light, I guess, or shoot, or don't be light. Maybe that's how you want your sketch to look, you know. It's more so of giving it a little bit of life, giving your sketch a little bit of life, and just filling it out and feeling it and getting into the groove of it. But I like to just, I don't know, once I start smudging and doing whatever I'm doing to the sketch, it just depends on how I'm feeling. I just want to feel connected to my work. And I know that sounds very cliche or strange, but I mean, you're putting your own touches to it. So we actually probably shouldn't, we probably didn't even need this little buckle. So we could probably erase that, but it's up to you. It's your own design. I'm just pretty much showing the lines and how to flow, or how to make them flow. But see, yeah, that looked way better. So like I said, eraser, there's nothing wrong with erasing your work. Shoot, that's why they're put on pencils, because if you want to erase it, you can erase it. Now, since we've taken this out, let's see. And honestly, I don't know if I would really want this to be sheer, this one, the overskirt. So what we can do, and I'm just going and going and going as I'm beginning to work. Since this top portion is sheer, we don't have to make the bottom sheer as well. We could actually just color that part in and make it look more opaque instead of sheer. And what you'll do is just color it in, and being that it's open here, you'll see a skirt, and down here you'll see the skirt. So if you color this part in, it won't look bad. But I don't know if you can see well, my sketch was sliding down. But and what we'll do once we're done, just kind of smudge however you want, however you think it'll look, and then you can color it. You can use a color pencil. You don't have to use a actual pencil. I have some purple here. You know, if you want to do a purple sheer, just color around the lines. Just do the lines as the purple. I don't want to make it purple. I don't know what color I want to make it, but if you want to make it sheer, just color the outlines the color that you want it, and then it'll actually still look like it's purple, but it's sheer. And so what I'll do here, it's looking pretty, I mean, it looks cool to me. I don't know, but what we'll do after we do all the smudging, and this will almost complete it. So with the sheer, you could smudge sheer, but let's just do the surroundings like you would do if you were giving it color. Let's just do the surrounding lines or the outlines, I don't know. And we'll just color, or I'm sorry, smudge these guys and smudge around and smudge there. Now it looks a little more lively, and I'm gonna take some of this color, some of the darkened shading from the pencil here, and we'll bring it out. Just play around with it, you know. And they sell these at any, well, I can't say any. I got this from Michael's, the craft store. I believe they have it at Joann's as well. And so what we'll do is continue to color or shade these parts in so it'll almost look more opaque instead of sheer. Because I like the fact that this skirt is more opaque instead of sheer. And like I said, this part is sheer, so let's make this yeah, let's do opaque, and let's do the pencil skirt or the dress underneath. We still want that to shine. Just darken the lines. And I rarely draw faces on my sketches. And I'm a little rusty with eyes and noses and things like that. So, I mean, you can use the template that you printed out and use their eyes, but I like to draw my own. And so I'm gonna darken the insides of this because the sheer is gonna show the arms, of course, and down, but it's up to you. You could leave yours faceless, as I've done on a lot of my sketches. And there you have it. This is quick sketch. And let's just clean those lines a little better. And yeah, make these look a little more clean. Clean lines. And you don't actually have to use a smudger. I used to use my finger. Just do it like that, but it gets messy. You gotta wash your hands after. I mean, who says fashion can't be dirty? But we got these lines, and we didn't even need her arm in there, so it kind of, and I probably am done, and I'm just being extra dramatic now, but you can even darken these lines if you want. But there, that's the sheer top with the nice cute pencil dress and an overskirt. I hope you liked this video. This is my first one, so don't judge me too hard, okay? Talk to you soon, and I hope you really did enjoy this video. Thank you. Bye.